Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And they bring him down, but not for 4. He picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. It's a draw to the back. Makes a nice move there. He moves the ball out to the 15.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Great move there. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Heading to the outside, it's Karapatsias. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense, as the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Morton. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Jadovsky. Close to the tight end. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Past the 10. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Second and goal for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Gators offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Jadovsky. Catch made on the right side. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Back to throw. It's Jadovsky. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short in the plus 27. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Eludes the rush. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The pocket breaking down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the double.
1st down and 10.
6-9-1, Gators score. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Flip, flip. Lion.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Oh, it's a reverse. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
2-9 Philly.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Sota. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense and short of the 1st down marker. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And the field goal is good. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. The Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Direct snap to the back. He's past the marker and still going. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Jadovsky. Bringing pressure. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Gators. Just ran away from the defense.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Defense is coming after him. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Looking downfield, it's Jadovsky. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The completion makes it second and short. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball to 31.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the same runner's got it again. Fights through the tackle. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Florida. This game is far from over. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They begin with a quick throw to the left. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Handoff to the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. Making people miss. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. Back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Jadovsky. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And the Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. Oh, and he shanked it. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oregon. It was a foot race, and he won it. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air. It's Jadowski. Pressure is coming. Fighting him off. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's the spin move. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry on it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to pass. It's Jadowski. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on this scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
They break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. That's an old school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
And that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
Point after, up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Ducks offense retakes the field.
Here we go. Double right. Tuna.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the fourth. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out. And now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Who makes the grab? Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Gators looking to run some tempo here.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation. He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially